For somebody who's been in so many countries with so many degrees, a settled life was something which would have been a very natural, outcome. What is that kida that came into you, which made you to take up that docpreneur's journey?
Sure. I mean, people like my wife would call it midlife crisis. I would, of course, like to phrase it separately, very differently. You know what happened? So I trained in, like I said, in UK, went to US, did my training there again, became a consultant, and then became a partner. So partners like you have in this big four firms are big guys. They are the guys who run the companies, finances and everything. So I was a partner there. So 2014, I was a partner. And if you had asked me in 2010, what's your aim in life? Yeah, it's to go to US and become a partner in a big radiology firm. Right? That would be my answer to you. Maybe even 3 years before that. But once I hit that spot, trust me, it was a very empty place to be, at least for me, We had a huge home. We had 2 small kids, so we would occupy about 1/10 of the home we had, literally, because the kids, these are Indian kids, they don't sleep separately, they sleep with you. so these kids would be always be in our bedroom, and we would be literally that's the part we'd occupy. I would work 12 hours a day. I would go before the sun came, and I come back, every day, virtually. Then I started ask myself a question, what exactly am I doing? So actually, I'll be very frank, I met a psychiatrist. I said, boss, I feel very empty, I'm here, I have this dream job, this so-called dream American life,
money,
beautiful family,
house,
money, house, $1 million salary. I quit $1 million salary in 2014. And I asked the question to him, and he said, this is some sort of emptiness you feel is because all this while you've been shooting for goals.
Okay.
And suddenly you wake up and there's no goal. money is coming in, life is going on, and life is just in an auto mode. So I said, what should I do? So he said, you need to develop a hobby, play tennis or play badminton or set yourself new goals.
Okay.
So this is Act 2, Scene 1. Before this is an Act 1, Scene 1 when I was training in US. So this was, just park this thought. Before that, when I was training in US, my boss once called me and said, in the number of people I've trained, you're the top 3 or 4. You're one of the smartest guys I've ever trained. I said, okay, thank you. Then he said, what do you want to do with your life? I said, I'll join private practice and make a lot of money. He said, could you not get into some sort of an R&D and invent a product that can benefit thousands of lives? Because by joining a private practice, you benefit only 4 lives, which is you and your family. So I was looking at him and said, you have this ability to make a big change in people's lives. So I took that thought and this doctor who said, I need new goals in life. Right? And I merged them and said, can I do something that can change a lot of lives, that gives me a new goal every day and still keep me, upbeat and moving. So I went and said, look, Rekha, my wife, I said, shall we go to India? And she's like, flabbergasted, are you kidding me? We spent all this time settling down. I said, I need new goals. And this silly H1, B2, green card 2, this citizenship will take me another 6 years. So I can't just leave that employment and keep running around yet. I would need another 3-4 years before that happened. I'm just wasting 3 years here. Let's go back. Let's start something fun in India. So this is how it happened. So I wanted to make a change in hundreds and thousands of lives. I wanted my tax money to go to my people, not to an American society. At the same time, I want to wake up every day running for new things. And that was a fun part of it. Now, trust me, India gave me far more than what I bargained for, which I will get you in a minute, because every day is a surprise here, as you know. But yes, it was an amazing journey. And and that's what brought me back. Some Kida, that's the Kida.